So I was able to get at least 4 or 5 hours of sleep early today, thanks to having Tuesday Doctor Day and them closing at about 5 and 6 o'clock. I mean, there's not much I can do after that other than emergency room. But after I woke up, I've been trying to figure out how to get a crosswalk put in for a couple years across the street, and I had the funniest thought in conversation, and it probably would work. I mean, temporarily it would keep people safe, but it's just so funny. I have to put it down. I have to. So the proper. I was talking about going to board meetings down at City Hall, telling them I'll pay for it. They don't want to come. We're at the end of Rochester. They're okay with people dying from mold in here and oxygen tanks that are elderly on Social Security. There's people dropping and getting sick. So they don't care about that. They're not spending any money. They're not stopping traffic, stuff like that. But I could offer to. Oh, I'll do it. I'll go to Home Depot, get the right stencil. I mean, it's just a crosswalk, so I can measure out the right stencil, make out of just 4 pieces of wood. It's not that hard to get a stencil and get it pretty long where you just ship down the line and make it straight. And I'll take the time and put it down for you guys. I'll just give me permission that I'm not tampering with city property. Make sure that I'm not, it's not going to be removed. Make sure it's going to be put down as a proper crosswalk, and you're going to put a guy there with a stop sign, just directing traffic for like 5 minutes, something like that. But the people in these buildings and the people in this area and some of the things that would have to be done probably take 10 years to get them to even notice us way on this end of Rochester. There's people right downtown that are having difficulty. So I had the funniest conversation. I'm like, well, you know what I'm gonna do, and I'm not ever gonna do this. And it was just like a joke, and it still is a joke, but it is kind of funny. I said, this is what we do. This is what we do. We go get the stencil that we would just offer to the town hall, right? And when they say no, we just wait till 1 in the morning in the middle of summer. We hide in the bushes in the dark. We wait until there's no traffic. We do half of it and we put this down real quick with proper road paint. Make sure it's real late so the cars don't run through it. Hot day, dries. We do half one night, come back the next night in the dark, do the other half, and with cars having their headlights on, we can make sure we don't get run over. And then we just never talk about it again. And all of a sudden, in, a, in like a 24-hour, 48-hour period, there's just a crosswalk near that bus stop. So there's a bus stop, and then like 20 feet away, there's a crosswalk that leads to 3 buildings with disabled people that keep on getting hurt, and that crosswalk disappears. So now cars are coming by, they're seeing people walk on this crosswalk, they're going to slow down. So then you have also, if anybody does get hit, the court system's like, well, these pictures show a crosswalk. There's a bus stop a little down the street right there. I mean, there's buildings right there, and there's people using it. That must be one of ours. And all of a sudden, it's just a crosswalk in the middle of Rochester that disappeared for people's safety. The crosswalk bandit going around. I'm sorry, it just. I think the thought of some guy having to go around committing crimes to keep people safe is just the funniest thing. The crosswalk bandit going around adding uh, crosswalks for the handicapped to get across the street in dangerous areas. The city comes in and sprays it off, and the crosswalk bandit comes back and puts it back. Oh, that would make the news or something. Oh, I gotta think this one a little more through. Make a video on this one or something.